And so from our free walk, we're going to push him up. And so as you give him a little push, you gather up the reins and you shorten him up and you put him into what is now called a medium walk. Good. Okay, so you can see he has a tendency to still want to go above the bit, right? So he needs to go down to go round, like that. Okay, so you're always thinking feeding him down. Okay, yep, but we're not saying down and out. You know, the horse has to go down to go into the bit. The horse has to go down to go round. And what's very nice is he's doing what's called backing off of the bit. You know, he's giving, flexing at the pole. So your job is to try to capture him before he throws his head up. And he's not throwing it, he's just trying to get out of being in a frame, which is, you know, great. Right? Who wouldn't? Anyways, whenever you're ready, we'll go ahead and pick up your trot. So you see so you want to think, stretch him down and then ask him to trot. Because every single horse puts his head up when you ask him to trot, okay? So eventually you learn how to keep the connection when you ride from walk to trot. Good. Okay, so when we start to trot, first thing we want is a nice rhythmic trot, right? And once we have a rhythmic trot, then we start to put the horse into a frame, okay? Some people will say a forward trot, but that's not even on the training scale of training. Rhythm, okay? So, obviously has a rhythmic trot. So we're gonna go ahead and bend him inside, get him softer in the neck. The bend inside gets him softer in the neck, there you go. And then the outside rein puts him on the bit. And notice when you bend him right, he just dropped his head because he's soft in the neck. So the leg position's pretty good. You should compare it to the first time I came out here. Okay? Okay, so this is lovely, Anita. So this is what we want. So that we can build, right? We want relaxation, rhythm, and contact on the 20-meter circle, okay? When we have that, then we can start to do stuff. So, doing stuff. There's all kinds of things to do. So we'll start to ride the whole arena, and we'll just start with a simple half circle back, okay? All right, because that's a pretty simple exercise to do. It's a first level movement, but it's a nice way to get the horse to change direction. Okay, good. So try to keep him a little softer on the right rein. Yeah, and you got to be one step ahead of him so he doesn't throw his head up. So he's above the bit. He needs to go down to go round. Good, right, keeping the rhythm. He's still above the bit. So what happened to our half circle back?
Oh, I didn't know you wanted it yet.
Yeah, we're going to ride a half circle back. Okay, so you're going to bend him right. Good, so you want to think here, Cody, stretch down. And keep the rhythm in your half circle. Keeping the rhythm is you keeping his back, right? Keeping his back working. Good. Okay, so once again, so you're going to see he's above the bit. So let's go ahead and shorten up on your inside rein. And let's put him back on our 20-meter circle and get him back submissive. You know, the dressage horse is supposed to be on the bit 24/7. Good, so you're going to bend him left and soften with the right rein with the feeling of asking him to lower his head. Yeah. You have to ask the horse to go on the bit. They just don't offer it. You know, riding is a verb. You need to be looking through his ears. Okay, so you can soften him more with the outside rein. You're allowed to move the bit. Good. That's where we want him. And now you got to fix him again. Good. And then we're going to ride large. Good. So everything you're doing is very nice. Yes. Right? You got to keep talking to him with your fingers. And we're going to ride fingers and elbows. Yeah, and let's ride another half circle back. Bending left, softening right, keeping the rhythm. Yeah, good. Lowering his head. Good. Fix him. Good. So what we're trying to do is take, you know, the quality of your riding on the 20-meter circle, keep it by doing more difficult things, such as a half circle back, okay? Stay looking between his ears, all right? Okay, so that was another half circle back. Good. And let's go ahead and bend him left. Got to get in his face a little bit, you know, get him more supple in the neck. Bending left. Come on, more bending left. Thank you. Right, you are allowed to bend the horse, by the way. You know, you are allowed to get him to be more supple in the neck. Good. And as you're posting, you want to be thinking, press the stirrup down and back. Good. So because the knee is supposed to work like a hinge. It's not supposed to be holding onto the saddle. All right? So let's find a circle. We're going to stay on the circle. Go ahead, bend him left. Can you feel when he comes against you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so where he comes against you, just bend him. Go ahead and bend him left. Change your diagonal. Right. You see all the tension in his neck, you know? So we want to, and this is what probably why, you know, obviously why his neck is still skinny, because he's not on the bit, okay? So let's go ahead and bend him left. Good. That's on the bit when he goes down. Bend it. Good. Right. Good. You're allowed to bend him left. You can bring your left elbow past your hip even. Right. Good. And then he yields, and then you go forward. You know, you got to, you know, break up the tension. You're the one who has to do it. You're his personal trainer. So let's go ahead. Yes. Okay, good. Come on. Right. So anytime he braces, just bend him to soften him in the neck. And if you feel him yield, then you just offer a little bit. Here, go forward. Right. And then you can bend him again. You know, why not? Right. Good. So let's go ahead and let him stretch down and out. And I think we can shorten your stirrups.
Wow, really?
I mean, lengthen. Good. Come on. So there he slows down, right? You should try to keep the same rhythm. And this is nice because he's round and down, as opposed to down and out. Okay, and this is what he needs, because you can see, you know, he needs to develop his neck in front of his withers. Okay, so let's go ahead and shorten him up, put him back together again. So you push him up, you gather the reins, you ask him to flex and stretch. He needs to go 3-4 inches lower. Here, Cody, go down, just like you asking him to stretch down and out. There. Good. And then do it again. Good. And then do it again. Good. You know, you have to keep talking to him. Here, Cody, this is where I want you to be. Lower, lower, lower. Come on. You can go forward with your hands, right? So, because, you know, for his neck to get longer. There. That's where it needs to be. Okay, so you're going to slow the posting, and you're going to sit, and you're going to walk using your seat. Good. And then he should walk on, and then just give him a long rein.